So we're going to turn away from the actual operations, the algebra with absolute values. We're going to focus on the graph of an absolute value function. We take the function y equals x, standard straight line, going through the origin, illustrated by that red line. That was kind of difficult to see. And instead now we look at the absolute value of x. Keeping in mind that the absolute value changes things from positives that are already positives and from negatives into positives when things are negative. So this piece on the left that's below the x-axis actually gets reflected up so that it's on the positive side of the x-axis. This piece that already was above the x-axis stays above the x-axis. So by applying absolute value to a graph, we've changed what the graph looks like. Now, this blue function is no longer y equals x. It's y equals the absolute value of x. There are other ways of saying that instead of using absolute value. This is called converting the function into a piecewise function. Piecewise meaning multiple pieces. So this function now has two different definitions. The first definition, y equals x, if x is greater than or equal to 0. Meaning, greater than or equal to 0 on the x-axis, that piece of the function did not change. It stayed where it was when we applied the absolute value. This other piece, where y equals negative x, if x is less than 0, tells us that we actually took and changed the sign, negative x, for everything less than 0, everything on the left side of the x-axis. When we come to dealing with a little more complex equations, the process for writing the piecewise function will be the same no matter how simple or how complex the equation is.